Meow. Meow. So we're starting with shapes. Just getting the feel of it and not moving too fast. Just, taking my time and just feeling my way around the shape of this kitty. Basically shapes and angles at this stage. Slow, thoughtful process. I guess more, not really so much thoughtful, but intuitive. I try to just allow my intuition to kind of take over and go by what feels right. I don't like to get anywhere near fine details at this stage. I want to make sure I get a convincing shape, profile, and everything before I start adding details. The ears are a little bit lower down than the top of the head, so I'm just putting myself some guiding lines in there. And you could get crazy picky on something like this and get each angle and shape exactly the same. But really, I want a convincing shape, but I want the general shape. I'm not worried about it being perfect. If I worry about it being perfect, then I plug up my mind and I don't allow my intuition to come in and guide me. That's what works for me, anyways. And I just hope that, with watching my videos, that you can find your own way. Take what works for me, take what you learn from me and make it your own. And you'll find your own little ways. And not only the shape and the convincing shape, I also want lots of fluidity and unity in the drawing too. So I'm going not just by the photograph, but by what the drawing needs. I feel like I've got a lovely little shape now. I like it. A bit of tweaking now. There's that mouth. And I want it to be kind of a somber look. Kitty's resting and maybe doesn't want to be disturbed. A big thing to keep in mind is to draw what you see and not what you think you see. Get that cute little nosy in there. The line for the eyes is one of the most helpful lines that I use, one of the most helpful guiding lines. You want those eyes to flow together, to feel like they're a pair. And the same for the ears too. So try to think of them not as independent from one another. That being said, wonky is a style too, and everyone has their own style. And it's an evolution. Your style really is an evolution. You can't really ever say, okay, now I've found my style. You might feel comfortable in the direction you're going, but it's always going to be evolving. Otherwise, it just becomes rote practice. And it's really easy to overdo it too. So always keep that in mind. Take it easy. Go slow. Yes, and please subscribe to the channel and hit that little reminder bell so you know when I post a new video. It really helps to grow the community, and I really appreciate it. And comments too. Please drop me a comment. Tell me about your cat or about where you live in the world. What's your favorite medium? Whatever. I love to hear from you. I feel like I kind of fussed over the tabby stripes, that M, that typical tabby M on the forehead. I feel like I fussed over it a little bit too much in this drawing. I like to just kind of get it quickly down and intuitively. Um, and I kind of fussed over worrying about where the stripes were. But you know what? It turned out all right. So, every drawing isn't going to be your masterpiece. You got to make some bad drawings to get to the good ones. Not saying that any drawing is bad, because what you might think is a bad drawing is good practice. I like to just get the toe lines in there just spontaneously. Just allowing it go in with the rhythm and flow with the rest of the drawing. Just reinforcing my eye line. Gives Kitty a bit of a brow. I feel like I did fuss over these lines a little bit too much. I like that, and then I went and fussed later, which you'll see. You learn something with every drawing. And the beauty of it too is it just takes you away from the rest of the world. It really is meditative in nature. Drawing is, any art is. A little hint of details there in the nose. And I totally recommend that you watch my video and listen to me talking, but also turn my voice off, mute it, and watch it another time without my talking interrupting you. Each way has its benefits. And I love to hear what kind of cat poses you like to draw too. So that's another comment you could give me. If you do, put video idea in capital letters at the beginning. Helps me find it quicker. The tail kind of tucks behind that one paw and disappears there. The paw on our right, or the leg on our right. So that's why I didn't want to fuss too much over the details, because it kind of just, cats' parts kind of blend together because of their fur. When you see me pause, that's when I'm thinking, should I keep going in that area or should I leave it be? Just reinforcing some of the important lines now. And this is really just a sketch, but really, most of the time I love sketches better than anything. That purposefully unfinished look. Not every drawing has to be polished. And when you do start to polish it, I find you kind of lose that beautiful impressionistic look. I feel like I might have a few too many lines, like those ones I just put above the eyes. But, that's a matter of perspective too. One person might like it and the next one not. Gives Kitty a bit of a smirk. Yeah, I don't know if I like those lines either. I did them really lightly, so they're all right. I kind of like the stage it's at now. There's going to be some whiskers going down pretty soon here. I like the expression I got on Kitty's face. That's the main thing. And I feel like the rest of the body reflects that too. You know, the kind of smugness of it. Erasers are wonderful for getting rid of lines or toning down lines. Erasers are a necessary part of drawing. Thank you so much for watching today. I got lots more ideas coming up. This video has actually been my first video in quite a while. I haven't posted any for a while. I was taking a bit of a break. Back at it now. Whiskers. I focus on whiskers in the direction that the drawing needs, not what I see. And we'll see you next time.